Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, and that you're just having a great week so far. So, we helped Samara with her mission. Very sad. We visited the Normandy's crash site. Just quickly while we are here, so let's just... Okay, Diana, Arya Talok told me where to send this. I'm Nev's mother, Diana. We talked when you came to investigate her death. Arya also told me that a dead Asari woman was found in one of the wealthy apartments, that she was the one who killed my daughter. See, Arya, she's weird. Thank you. I don't know who brought you into my life, but thank you for avenging my daughter. My Nev deserved better than this. I couldn't give it to her, but you at least killed the bitch who took what little she had away. Gratefully, Diana. Okay, and this is for the crash site. The Alliance was grateful to receive the information you found at the Normandy's crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected families. By finding these dog tags, you have provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf.
How may I help you, Commander?
And I interrupted her.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
I think she might have just said we had new messages. You can read if you're quick enough to pause there what the subtitles said.
Commander.
I'd hoped you would have something to say about the Crash Normandy site. That's a little bit silly. Yes, we can just see what Moran has to say.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not at the moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have two. Scratch that. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
Okay,
I'll be here if you
I think
need me.
we've heard all of them now. And then I'm not going to the other ones. I'll just go talk to Samara. Everyone else is more or less at the stopping point. Can't see if Kasumi's got something to say.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Apparently the Normandy one doesn't even count as a thingy. As a mission.
Shepard,
How are you?
perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Okay, so the Normandy one doesn't even count as a mission thing. That's weird. Okay, I did gather, as you see, that one's at 100%. I did get my stuff full again, and we've got 1 or 2 loyalty missions left, and we're going to help Jacob. Okay, and he's not in this main system. Going over there.
Anomaly detected.
Okay, you can quickly read that.
Trevor, this is Dress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital deceleration recorded. General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration BW4610034087. Impact and unscheduled suborbital
Look at that,
deceleration
all that
recorded. General
element
distress.
0, and just remember you do get that
MSV
even
Hugo
though it's on
registration
that space.
Launching probe.
BW461003487.
I have found something.
Cool, so we can go land. But if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe, enable notifications, that bell button so you know when I post. Hit the likes, let me know that you like the videos, and then you can always leave me a comment. I think I'm gonna take Miranda since she and Jacob are kind of friends and stuff. Oh, by the way, I know the first time I got this, I said Skinimar, but Scimitar. That's apparently the right way to say it, so I was saying it wrong, but there we go.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
Well, we did get a codex from that. Is it the first one there? I hate when they do that.
Humans detected Iea as an Earth-type world via telemetry in 2165. After probe surveys indicated life, lush vegetation, ample fresh water, and breathable air, the Alliance upgraded the planet to a garden world colonization priority. Commanded by Captain Ronald Taylor, the crew of Alliance survey vessel Hugo Gernsback made planetfall on the jungle world in 2173. Soon after, ship transmissions inexplicably stopped. While the precise fate of the Hugo Gernsback command and crew is unknown, they are presumed killed in action and their vessel destroyed.
Okay, after hearing that, this doesn't make sense to me. If this was this perfect Eden garden world and they wanted to popularize it or something, why didn't someone come look if they knew where they were and everything for 10 years? That doesn't make sense to me.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Place does look pretty.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Okay, just see there's salvage parts over here that you can grab.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Okay, I just have to read that. For some reason it didn't say that.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Okay, just see this one has a second option now that you can look at. But 782%, that is a lot.
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
That does not sound good.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
This does not sound good. Okay, so we can access some other logs in here. Can I kill this person? Who's this person? Please.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
As far as I know, they give the same things.
What was her name? Sarah?
Yeah.
Suzanne. My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
After a crash, you can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship.
Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
Once again, I don't understand how is he second in command from, like, he was the captain's, like, second lieutenant or second in command or whatever. How does he not know the crew and, like, be able to command? That doesn't kind of make sense. PDH hack over here. There we go. Okay, so that's everything over there. Journal.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Okay, once it again calm down, Paragon points, also be ready with the triggers for Paragon.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the Liar! You will not escape!
Hostiles!
So if you miss her, then she dies.
Switch up!
Oh, I'm wondering what you guys are doing at the moment over here.
Have a nice trip!
Fall and die! Enemies in front! There we go! Nice! Enemy down! That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Well, that was not a very good display on my side. Can't talk to her.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this.
They attacked because he exiled them. We serve so he'll call the sky. He never sent the call, so they hate him. Hate everything. We just want to go home. You killed them, but there are more every day.
Okay.
They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
Just grab the salvage again. Spectres over here.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
I said it is pretty over here.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent?
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Something you said, Jacob?
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
This does not sound good. So you can click on some stuff here to examine it, like for example there, the food stores.
Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Grab a medikit. You can examine this as well.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
And you can talk to them as well.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing. He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands.
Awesome.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
There's a PDA. There's mechs actually on the way.
Your captain is obedient. Weapons are forbidden.
One last! Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. But maybe it was just for defense.
Okay. Back to exploring. I think I got that. There's a PDA as well. And we can talk to the doctor.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Okay, we're waiting is once again Renegade. And what's it doesn't give Paragon points, so I'm going, we're waiting.
Think on your own time. What's in there?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Okay, so here once again it's Paragon points, Renegade points. Harsh but defendable. Lovely.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
I think it's as bad as it sounds.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Okay, they're fighting back now. Does this make any sense to you?
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
Okay. Okay, so this is another one of these where you put it off to explosion.
Sure thing.
And then just get out of the way. Oh, you actually have to bypass it. This is another one that I think you can fail and then try again. Otherwise, how do you progress? And then you just get out of the way until it's green. I have to admit, it doesn't look like it would do that much.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free, he's covering his ass.
There's something you can examine.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
This looks fantastic.
Nice trip!
Oh, that was a miss.
There we go!
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims.
You can just see there's more coming.
Stun him!
And some more!
Heads up!
Get over here!
Impact imminent.
And even more!
Impact event.
Get over here! There we go!
Hostile forces have engaged.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Okay, so just look around again, once again, salvage parts. Make sure you grab some ammo and everything. Let's look through the camp. And just make sure you grab the pistol.
This might be useful.
Yes!
Allied force casualties. Impact imminent. Collision proximity.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Okay, just
throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
so grab the salvage, heavy weapons ammo, and then put them over there.
Taking cover!
Right! Hostile drone! Attack!
There's what I was looking out for. Almost.
Get over here!
Going up.
Hostile combat drone!
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Come on over. Getting close.
Right behind you.
Okay, I think that might be all of them.
Enemy!
I'm wrong.
One needy mother, huh? Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Yeah, so just grab the refined element 0. There's a PDA. And just make sure I did get it, but there's the medi kit thing. Okay, let's end this. You can look around first if you want, but there's nothing here to get.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
This conversation starts automatically if you get close enough to him. And I like that I'm a Shepard. You know, Jacob.
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you're acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I'd hoped to leave it at that.
See, I don't understand if he's second in command how that happened, but okay.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
And here's something else.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Look at that renegade one again. Tempting but taken too far. How is any of this tempting?
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Okay, I'd shoot him, then... Okay, this is spoiler, so if you don't want to know this, then don't listen. But I'd shoot him, Jacob gives him a gun with one bullet, and he decides to shoot himself instead of like facing the hunters. And this one, he goes back to the Lions for court-martial and imprisonment. And then you can leave him here as well, but like I said, that's probably my least favorite one. I'd really like to do this one, but I'm gonna go for the Paragon one, see if there's any mention of him in prison later or something.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Okay, cool. Level, I think we're now at max level. I think level 30 is max. Survivors from Aya are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional Cerberus support while they're working together. Whoop-de-doo. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed physically psychologically, not physically. By experience, Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father and is now focused solely on the mission. We've got barrier, new outfit, heavy pistol, credits, and element 0.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
We'd better be. Good job.
Don't even give him the taillights.
Roger that.
I like that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Miranda's in trouble. Let's see if I can do both of these.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Yeah, I can do both.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Like Shepard!
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Look at that Renegade one again. One time only.
Anytime, Jacob.
Okay, we can quickly go see what they've got to say.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
That stuff with Jacob's dad, it's bullshit, right? Because it looked like bullshit to me.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Thanks for diverting to the Gurns back, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. And don't worry, it will not affect how I do my job. It's over.
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Felt good to take that collector ship, but we need to find a way to take it to them. That's a big step. May as well be out an airlock. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Yeah. Unless all distractions are removed, loyalty to the mission will suffer. Run this team through hell, and all we're getting is burned. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay, so next time we'll talk to him.
No messages for you, Commander.
We can quickly see. You can see he just gets like a black and orange one. I prefer the normal one. Quickly hear if Zahid's got something to say about this.
This mission takes me back. Can't say I blame Taylor's pop. A man does what he has to do to survive. Ran up against a Batarian camp, not too different from that one. Job was to erase the whole thing from the map. Men, women, and the man in charge. Learned that day that despots are cowards. You show them you're in charge, not them, and they cry like little girls.
I'm sorry, I'm not a huge fan of his conversation. Also, he's okay with what Jacob's dad did there. I am not.
Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since. I should let you go.
Okay.
Talk more later.
So that's done. Nope, wrong thing. quickly see if Kusumi's got something to say about it.
Hey, got a minute? Jacob deserves better than a father like that. I probably would have wanted to shoot him too.
Okay, she does, and she likes Jacob, remember?
Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
We really need to get rid of Bert.
Shepard.
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of Asari space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
So here we've actually got Nihilus, and that sounds like he wasn't such a good guy as we thought. It's the one that, like, you had right in the start on the first game.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
Okay, so just have a look here. This is another one where now there's who won, so you can continue the conversation.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Interesting. I like Nihilus. So it's sorry that it seemed that she and him didn't get along.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. Traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
She's dangerous.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices, but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
We'll finish this mission, and live to see the end.
I hope you are right.
Okay, cool. So that's a lot of talking and stuff with her. But this was a horrible mission, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Poor Jacob, but at least he's got closure now. But be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.